Hey YouTubers, it's your girl Challenge Me Vertically. Today is Friday, November 16th, and I am 1 week post-op of my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I am so excited to share everything that has happened in these last 7 days. I really wanted to update you guys on Wednesday, but I said no, gotta wait for my full week to come so that I can share everything that has happened. I've written down a few notes, so forgive me if you see me looking in a few directions. So let's get started. So I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on Friday, November 9th at 7:30 a.m. in the morning at Hackensack Medical University Center here in Hackensack, New Jersey. My surgeon, Dr. Ewing. Go figure, my last name is Ewing. No relation. I did not have a pre-op diet. So on my first weigh-in at my consultation, I was 316 pounds. Eek! No pre-op diet. Okay, so I said to myself, well, I want to be on a pre-op diet. Also, please excuse me, I'm trying to get all my sips in, so I'll discuss what I'm drinking as well. But, yeah, so no pre-op diet. I wanted to put myself on a pre-op diet. I sort of kind of did. I did a low to no carb diet, and somewhere in between that, I just kind of ate everything. The week of my surgery, so my surgery was scheduled for Friday. The week of my surgery, I had to go to Chicago for work. My flight didn't get back in, was not scheduled to get back in until Thursday night. Let's check this out. There was a snowstorm on the East Coast on Wednesday night. I was freaking the hell out. I'm in Chicago, my manager doesn't know, she just knew I was having surgery, but she didn't know I was having, weight loss surgery. So, I'm freaking out. I'm like, I am not pushing this date back. Damn it, I am making my surgery at 7:30 in the morning. And mind you, you do have to be at the hospital 2 hours before. So, I'm watching the weather like a hawk. I'm calling my travel agent like, listen, can I get on an earlier flight? Where's my aircraft coming from? As long as it's not coming out of New York. I was stressed out. I had friends coming up from out of town that were, my bedside manner. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Who travels the week of their surgery? Me. So, needless to say, I just remain positive, which is one other thing I'll talk to you all about later on in my video. I remain positive, and, I knew that it was all going to work out, and it did. While I was in the airport, I really wanted some popcorn, but, I was thinking to myself, well, I don't want them to cut my stomach off and all this popcorn oozes out. That may not be good. It may cut my stomach. It may not work. So my last meal, unfortunately, was chicken nuggets from McDonald's, French fries, and I had a piece of Skinny Girl cheesecake from Eli's, I believe. This was all in the airport. So it was uneventful. It wasn't really all that. But however, what I had in the back of my mind was, oh shit, I really didn't anticipate gaining weight. I wonder if they're still going to be able to do the surgery. So I read on all these, forums that, people's surgeons would not do surgery if they gained weight. Guess what, y'all? So surgery day, I weighed in at 324 pounds. Yep, I did. So clearly my self-imposed pre-op diet that I so-called put myself through, it wasn't working. So 324 pounds. Bam. I'm at the hospital. Great. I'm nervous as hell. I don't know what to expect. I've never had surgery. Still in shock that I'm actually doing this. I had two of my great friends there with me, and all I know, once I got that cocktail in me, I was out like a light. I woke up. I really thought only 15 minutes had gone by, but 2 hours had actually gone by. My hospital stay, I only stayed a day, so I stayed overnight. My throat was very scratchy afterwards. I did get up and I walked. There were a couple of other bariatric patients in the recovery room with me. They were not up walking. I said, damn that. Y'all can sit on these beds all y'all want to. I'm getting up, I'm walking. I am on a road to healing and working on being my personal best. So I'm walking. Couldn't drink anything, so I might as well get up and walk. One of the things that I wanted to share with you all, while you're in your process, for those who are still in your pre-op phase, that it's important that, you keep, a level head and to remain as positive as you can, because the things that you feed into your mind will certainly at some point come into fruition. So the worry, the fear, the doubt, and we're all human and it happens, but I think one of the things that helped me the most on surgery day is that I kept repeating to myself, something good is happening now. I believed it. Something good was happening. And even right now at this very minute at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time, something good is happening now. And I kept repeating that to myself, before they stuck my cocktail in through my IV. Something good is happening now. So just, repeat that back to yourself. Something good is happening now. And it is. And if you can just start listing off all the things that are good that are happening now for you, you'll be fine. Okay, so what did I bring to the hospital? These were some of the things that I had questions about leading up to my surgery. What do I bring? I know people were bringing damn near their whole house coats, shoes, and phones, and clothes, and everything. Listen, I'm not walking in there with all that stuff because, not that I'm a germaphobe, but I didn't want to bring too much in there, stuff that I really like that I wanted to also use after surgery. So this is what I bought, what I brought. I brought a book that I never read. I did bring chapstick, and I did actually use it. My lips were a little dry, so I brought chapstick. I brought baby wipes because, again, I wasn't sure how long I was going to be in there. I did, surgery is surgery, so, there is a chance you could have complications, so I wasn't sure. I do have a history of blood clots, so I wasn't sure if they were going to keep me an extra day just to, monitor my clotting. So I bought baby wipes, just in case I need to freshen myself up. I bought an extra pair of underwear and a pair of socks. And I did bring my laptop and my cell phone. That was it. In terms of like your own pair of pajamas, I mean, if that's what makes you comfortable, bring it. But I figured, hell, I paid my deductible. I want everything y'all go give me for my deductible. So the gown, they have you put one on with the opening to the back, and then you get another one so that your ass is not out, so the opening is to the front. That was fine for me. They give you the socks. That was fine for me as well. I didn't, they give you a few toiletries for your overnight stay. I mean, I got up, I brushed my teeth. That was really it. I just wanted to go and lay back down. And also, I knew that I was going home, within 24 hours. So it's kind of unnecessary for me to bring all that stuff. So, and that's just for me. So I'm just giving you kind of my opinion, and you take it and do what you need to do with it. Um, okay, so I got discharged on Saturday at around 3 o'clock after my leak test. And I did see the x-ray, and my stomach now looks like a red hot chili pepper. And that's what I call her, red hot chili pepper. So my little red hot chili pepper can now take in liquids. Woohoo! I was really excited. Let me see. Okay, so yes. So they gave me after my leak test, about an hour after that, they wanted to see how I tolerated liquids. So my goal while in the hospital was to drink 1 ounce. Was it 1 ounce an hour? Or 2 ounces? 2 ounces an hour. Honey, let me tell you something. When she gave me that water, I think I almost downed 2 ounces in 2 minutes. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So she's like, slow down. You need to slow down. Okay, so I slowed down. Immediately after that, the lady comes with a tray. I had chicken broth as well as Jello. The chicken broth went down well. The Jello, not so much. I didn't throw it up, but it wasn't comfortable going down. So I just kind of stayed away from the Jello. But I did wax the chicken broth. I think it was homemade. It was delicious. It tastes like Thanksgiving in a medicine cup. So I was fine. So great. Woohoo! I then get discharged. I'm now at home. I'm not experiencing any pain. Let me just say that. I didn't experience any pain. A little discomfort, of course, at my incision, at my belly button. That's a little uncomfortable. However, I understand it gets better each and every day. So that was fine. I didn't have to take, a lot of medication at all for pain. I was fine. So now I'm at home. Great. And, one other thing. While you're in the hospital, they give you this machine, which helps open up your lungs post-surgery. So I would encourage you to make sure. They lost mine, and I guess they thought I wasn't going to ask about it. I'm like, damn that. I am not going to get, sorry, my clothes are like all over the place. I am not going to get pneumonia in here. Find my machine. So they got me a new one, and they're basically, they want you to do this 10 times an hour. Now I failed. I didn't do it 10 times an hour because, you're still a little uncomfortable. You don't feel all the way normal. So it wasn't the best exercise for me to do, yet I still did it. It wasn't 10 times, maybe 3 to 5 times. And this little arrow here, that is kind of my goal. That's where I was pre-surgery. So I'm pretty good. I'm maintaining. I don't have any issues with that. So I'm assuming my lungs are doing pretty well. Okay, so I get home. I'm on injections. Mind you, I have a history of blood clots. So, I have to give myself injections. Oh, guess what? So this is for my ladies. My cycle starts on Monday. I am pissed because, if anyone out there is like me, I equate my period to having a baby. And I've never had a baby, but I've just, I've watched enough TLC and, heard stories. I really feel like I'm having a baby during my cycle. Like, I've blacked out a couple of times. So, I'm nervous at this point. My stomach is starting this slow burn is what I call it. Yet I have no pain from my surgery, but my cramps are really wrecking me. So I pop a half a Percocet. Yes, I sure did. I popped a half a Percocet that was given to me when I was discharged. Popped a half a Percocet and life was great. Day 2, same thing. Popped a half a Percocet. Life was great. It also helped me sleep better. So that was perfect. Okay, now on to some more fun stuff. What am I drinking? Because that's all I can have. I'm on a 3-phase diet. And this is from my surgeon. Every surgeon, for those of you who have done your research, you will see that every surgeon is different. From pre-op diets to your post-op diet, everybody is different. So try not to compare your diet to someone else's diet. I would talk to your surgeon before you go talking out to the community on, you know, why you have to do 5 days and someone else only has to do a day. And that's out there. You'll see people who've only had to do 1 day of clear liquids, and next thing you know, they're over there eating chicken and rice. I don't understand how they do it because Jello gets stuck. I don't know. So, what am I eating? Drinking. So for me, my marching orders were a minimum of 48 ounces of liquid a day. My first day, I think I may have had 12, and I was nervous as hell that I was going to be dehydrated. So what I did was kind of break my day up. 8 to 12, 12 to 4, and 4 to 8. During those times, my goal is to get at least 16 ounces of liquid in during those periods. That way I meet my 48 ounces. One thing I would suggest that you get, and you can get this from the hospital, don't go out and buy this. The nurse will give it to you. Get a medicine cup. It's 1 ounce. Okay? This helped me tremendously. I mean, I'm not much of a girl that measures anything, but post-surgery, we're going to be measuring things, measuring, weighing, all of that stuff. So get into it. Get this medicine cup, which works wonders. So you can start tracking how many ounces you're taking in, and it'll be great. So my other goal is to ensure that I'm getting some form of protein in. I think protein definitely certainly helps with your weight loss. But for me, I felt like it also helps with your healing process as well, since you're really not getting in that many nutrients. My surgeon, they're not stressing the first 2 weeks about protein. That doesn't come in until phase 2. However, there are liquid proteins that you can start adding into like your juices and your waters to kind of give you that extra push. And again, it made me feel better. So I'm sure most of you have heard about this, cool looking stuff that probably looks like Kool-Aid and, like it's going to taste oh so good. It doesn't. It's IsoPure. You can get this from GNC. You can get it from the Vitamin Shop. It's 160 calories. There's no carbs, no sugar, and it has 40 grams of protein. Now, keep in mind, not all protein is created equally. I know there's there's some type of like protein bullets, protein shots. Again, not all protein is created equally. So make sure you're looking at the type of protein that it is. The protein that's best for us is the whey protein isolate. It is, I think it's from milk. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it comes from milk. So it is the best protein for weight loss surgery patients. So make sure you look at the ingredients, when you're buying your proteins. But IsoPure is like big time in the weight loss surgery community. It does not taste good. So I'm going to tell you that right now. It does not taste good. So what I have done, along with my measuring cup, I get 4 ounces of the protein. I mixed 8 ounces of water along with 4 ounces of like cran grape juice to make it a little bit more tolerable for me. And that's worked. So I've been sipping on that. I mean, it's 1:30 now. I started that at 12 o'clock. It takes that long to drink things for me. So that's one thing that I'm doing. A couple other things, other sources that you can use in terms of protein is the Protea drinks. They have this in many different flavors. I had this pre-op and it was great. Post-op, not so much. But again, 70 calories. It has 2 grams of carbs, 2 sugars, and it has 15 grams of protein. So another way to get your protein in, during those first few weeks of your clear liquids. There are also some other things out there. There's like a powdered format of protein. Same thing, 15 grams of protein. And again, a lot of these things I got from familybariatric.com. They have a lot of different weight loss surgery products on there. So that's great. You can add that in. Syntrax Nectar. This has about 23 grams of protein in it. I've heard great things about it. I'm not going to bash Syntrax right now. I may have just tasted the wrong flavor. Apple Ecstasy, stay away from it. It's disgusting. I tried it. I'm not going to do it again. But they also have a sample packet that you can purchase online for like $14. You know, before you invest in a lot of these different things, I would say, you know, just kind of play around with a few things before you start investing all your money. So this is that Syntrax Nectar. There's so many different flavors. You know, people rave about it. I guess I just haven't found the right flavor yet. So I have 10 more packets to go through, so maybe I'll find one. I'm going to stay away from this right now. I'll just stay with my Isopure with juice and water, and it'll be good. The other things that I'm doing in terms of my broth, I did kind of hit a brick wall on day 5 where everything smelled like Vienna sausages, and I didn't want to take in any other chicken broth. I mean, I had Tuscany chicken broth, I had vegetable broth, I had like some type of non-chicken flavored, yet it was chicken flavored bouillon to make broth. I couldn't do it day 5. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. So today, I don't even eat beef, but I will be. I have beef broth. I even picked up, this is when you got to start getting creative. I picked up soup starters. It is a tortilla soup base, which means like the chicken tortilla soup. There's only 3 grams of carbs, it's 15 calories, no fat. There's nothing in it. So, and it's clear. So I'm going to try it. Make me feel good. I've been taking in popsicles, water, tea. There's sometimes I do get nauseous. So, you know, I try not to take in too many medications. So what I've been doing, there are honey ginger crystals that you can get from like an international food store, or even some of your grocery stores will have it in their like international food section. And they're just a little packet of ginger crystals. It's pure ginger with honey, and ginger helps to, you know, soothe your stomach. You know, it helps with pain, it helps with nausea. So I started doing that. Or you can also just get regular ginger, steep it, you know, in your tea or something like that, and that will help your nausea. So that definitely helped me after I hit a brick wall with my chicken broths, and everything started smelling like Vienna sausages. So that's that. Vitamins. I'm not supposed to start vitamins until phase 2. However, once again, I started to get lightheaded by like day 3. You know, I'm taking in these liquids and nothing else. So I started my vitamins, and I felt really good. Let me tell you one thing that made me extremely, like, really energized. Okay, wait, let me back up. Again, while you're out, if you're still in your pre-op stage or even post-op and you're still looking for products, I actually sent an email to Bariatric Advantage. A lot of weight loss surgery patients talk about this. So I sent them an email, told them I'm still shopping around, looking for products for post-op, if they could send me a few samples. And they did. They sent me this whole sample pack of like different vitamins. Some of them in here are disgusting, like the chewable multivitamins. Oh, stay away. However, their calcium chews are pretty good. There's a couple other things in here like iron. There's like iron tablets. There's some sublingual B12 in there. But there was also this Wild Berry Punch Crystal. It is a complete multi-formula with calcium. So it's like your full multivitamin in this packet. It tastes a little like lemonade. I'm telling you, I felt like I could do a cartwheel once I had this. So I actually may go online and get more of these. They were good. I like that. In the interim, I picked up, a lot of people are doing gummy vitamins and all this other stuff. I don't really want anything that's going to make me feel like I'm eating gummy bears or Sour Patch Kids. You know, you got to know your weakness. And however, I got these Alive multivitamin adult gummies. There's just something about an adult eating a gummy vitamin that I don't really know about that, but that's just what I'm going to do. So we can only do a chewable or liquid. So I chose Alive. You can get this anywhere. Your grocery store, vitamin store, you can get them online. I'm a big shopper of Amazon, so I'm sure you can find this online at Amazon. You take 2 a day. Also, please make sure you're looking at the nutritional content in your vitamins as well. There's sometimes a lot of carbs and sugars in your vitamins, so look at that before you just see it's like a sour vitamin and it may not have everything that you need. So look on the back, look on the label, make sure it has, you know, what's going to be good for your body. Calcium, I did the Caltrate. They taste like a bland sweet tart. You take 2 a day, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, and that's pretty much it. It's very tolerable. Chew, 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 and it dissolves. The other thing that I take for B12, because you do also have to take a sublingual B12. You have to take a sublingual B12. I got this off of Amazon as well. It's a vegan format of B12 with folic acid and B6. I just take 1 a day, and that's it. I mean, I much prefer my B complex. That it's a big horse pill, and horse pills just don't work, but you know, does the job. And let's see, the other thing that I wanted to recommend, you know, for those of you that have to take a lot of pills, like I just sometimes I can't keep up. I would also recommend maybe getting boop 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 boop. I would recommend getting a pill organizer. It doesn't have to be this big. As you can see, mine is not open. I've had it for a month and I still haven't used it. But this one that I have breaks down, you know, certainly the 7 days in the week, but also by morning, you know, mid-afternoon, evening, and like bedtime. So, you know, if you do have a lot of pills to take currently, and then in addition to a lot of the vitamins that we have to take, it would be a good idea to get a pill organizer. You can get that easily off of Amazon.com as well. I think that's really it that I want to show you all. Like, also, I have a blender bottle. I use this sometimes now that, you know, if I'm going outside and, you know, I want to make sure I'm getting my fluids. You know, this also has the measurements on there. I'll take this with me, or if, you know, for organization purposes while you're at home, you know, whether it's fill this up with, you know, your protein drink or whatever fluid that you have, so you kind of, you know, can mark how many ounces you're taking in. I think this is great. It'll also be great, you know, again, for your protein shakes that you'll be drinking in the future. Let's see, I think that's about it. I've kind of rambled on enough. This is 28 minutes long, but I at least wanted to kind of give you all an update of where I am. Oh, sorry, completely forgot. So where I am today, here are my numbers. So again, like I said, I gained during my pre-op, and started at 324 on my surgery date, which was November 9th, and today I am sitting at 305 pounds. Can you believe that? That's 19 pounds in 1 week. What? 305. I mean, that's great. However, for me, you know, it's like, okay, well, I've been there. So it's great. Once again, it's great, but I've been there. So, you know, I'm going to keep, I'm definitely, you know, it definitely gives me a great boost of motivation and inspiration. You know, I want to get back out in the gym and, you know, go hard, you know. So when I get my clearance to go to the gym, I'm going. One thing that I also want to stress to those that are in their pre-op, as well as, you know, for myself, try not to compare yourself to everyone else during your journey. I know it may be really hard, but try not to. Everybody's body is different. You know, I read on a lot of forums where, you know, people are pissed because they've only lost maybe 7 pounds, you know, the week after surgery, or they gained weight after surgery. And they said, well, this person lost 30 pounds, or this person lost, 15 pounds. And I just don't understand. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. Your body is your body, and your body has to go through its own process as it relates to this surgery. We're all human and it happens, but try not to do it. I find myself doing it sometimes as well when I see, oh, well, this person was around the same weight that I was, and in 8 weeks they lost this amount of weight, so I should probably lose that amount of weight as well. But I don't know, that person's, I don't know what's going on inside. So try not to do that, because if that's the case, then you need to compare yourself to the people that may have had complications. So if you're going to compare yourself with your weight loss, compare yourself to someone that has had a leak or a stent or pneumonia. You don't see people comparing themselves. Well, why didn't I have to have my gallbladder taken out? Why didn't I have to stay in the hospital for 7 days? So pick your battles, people. Stop comparing yourself. Your journey is your journey, and you will lose the weight. Whether it's fast, whether it's slow, whether it's moderate, it will come off. Embrace your journey. It'll be exciting. You'll love it. It'll be great. And that's about it. One thing that I also wanted to leave you all with, again, for those of you that are in your pre-op stage and you are nervous as hell, you're worried, you're discouraged, you don't know what to do. I had this passage that, I had to write down on a napkin because I felt like I was getting ready to lose it when I was in the airport 12 hours before my surgery. I'm reading a book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And one thing that I felt stuck out to me was this passage that I want to share with you. It is, what you write on the inside, you will experience on the outside. I will say that again. What you write on the inside, you will experience on the outside. So I'll leave you all with that. I will put together another update. It will be shorter, I promise. This was 32 minutes. Sorry, it's like an episode. So I'll put something together in a week, and we'll go from there. If you guys have questions or anything, please feel free to shout me out. Love to hear from you. Thanks for everyone that's subscribed, and thank you for being here. Peace.